Today we are joined by Walter Irvine and his collaborator Cathy Sutherland, who together have brought a unique piece of Scottish heritage to Lime Rock Park and Lotus Limited by designing official tartans for each. Their work beautifully connects the world of motorsport with centuries of tradition. And this year, those designs are once again part of the celebrations at the Litchfield Hills Highland Games. We'll be talking with them about their inspiration, their creative process, and the special connection between racing, community, and culture. So, how did Lime Rock Park first become connected with the Litchfield Hills Highland Games?
Litchfield Hills Highland Games was looking for a venue. And if you look over the track from where we are seated now, it looks like the Western Highlands of Scotland, like Bute, Queensferry, and places like that. So it automatically brought you in, and the only thing we're missing is the ocean.
Yeah.
And Walter had mentioned to me previous year that he was interested in doing a Highland Games here. So we decided to collaborate and make the games here. Walter's mom actually was a coordinator for a games called Bonnie Bray down in New Jersey back when he was a kid.
Yeah, and I remember attending those games as a child, and my mother passed in 2010, about the time that I came here to the racetrack and wanted to do something in her memory. And it was very fortuitous to meet Cathy at about the same time. So it was the right thing for us to do. It was very personal, but very connected.
Absolutely. So what does it mean to you to see your tartans represented on this event?
The biggest thing is they belong to people. The reason why we created these, and both of them, both the Lime Rock and the Lotus Limited, was they should be an interesting story, a compelling story, but also a legacy. Motorsport, the downturn, people get older, car clubs, same thing, tough to keep members. Just like in Cathy's world with the Highland Games that she attends, membership and attendance are down. So this is what we both think, I think, is a real honest attempt to create something that's compelling for people to become involved and attend and help to sustain both motorsports and the Highland Games and things like the racetrack and the Four Stars.
Yeah. Okay, so do you have a favorite memory from last year's Highland Games?
Yes. Skip Barber, who's a celebrity in this country, who I've been a racing instructor for since 1991, came to the games last year, and Cathy asked if he would act kind of as the chieftain, and he opened the games for us in a wonderfully brief way. But it was very meaningful to have someone like that come willingly and open it and then the stibber out. So it was great to see and Cathy stand up there and open the games at the track.
Yeah.
And he'll be back again this shift.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So what are you most looking forward to at this year's event?
I think I'm looking forward to the fact that we have grown this event from last year to this year. We have herding added to sheep herding, added to our events. We have Charlie, our Highland laddie, who he is always there. We're always happy to see you guys because you do a fabulous job with the chalet and your presentation. And we have more vendors. And we have 3 pipe bands this year to play for us. And I think it's going to be a good time.
Absolutely. And we can only see it grow and grow, of course.
Yes. And of course, we're still growing our committee.
Yes.
You know, that's an important part.
Absolutely. So what does Lime Rock Park mean to you both personally, and how did you capture the spirit of the tartan?
My husband and I have been coming to the track for years to watch the racing. And we enjoy our day out, whether it's on this hillside or the infield. And it's just a very relaxing time to enjoy the beauty of the cars that are on the track.
Lime Rock, for me, is functional as a race car driver. I had started very early after getting a driver's license in racing and lived relatively close to the track. So from a functional standpoint, Lime Rock's been my home track, but it's become kind of a life's work. Moving outside of being a racing instructor and coming to be vice president of the track and work in business development along folks like yourself is, it's just incredibly rewarding. I think to be able to add a personal touch like this means a lot. I like people coming to visit us at the games that have never been to Lime Rock and can't even begin to realize it's an actual racetrack. And not, as Cathy says, part of the Highlands. So for me, this is a lot more than a place of business. It's my life's work.
Yeah. So could you walk us through the process of designing the tartans?
Sure, that's huge kudos to Anna and Emily for the help on it. Not only helping us recognize that you don't have to be a family or a clan to have them, but understanding how to build it and get it registered. So in both cases, this was a matter of choosing a pattern and colors. So for Lime Rock, again, affiliation with Jim Clark, we used the Jim Clark's family's pattern, which had come back from the Lotus installs, and then using Lime Rock colors. So the cap that Cathy's got are simply Lime Rock colors with the Clark family pattern. And then this year being the 60th anniversary of Jim Clark winning the Indy 500 in this country, again, we mimicked his family's pattern but used the colors on the race-winning car.
Perfect. So, were there any challenges or surprises along the way?
No, I think the surprise was how easy it was and that there were actually no surprises. Everything in life should be this simple.
Yeah.
But it was interesting. The genesis of it only adds to kind of the pleasure of doing it, and then sending it off for it to actually get approved and registered. It's a real event, and then getting the certificate. In both cases, kind of awarding it publicly, both to the track and then with Lotus at our annual gathering in Pittsburgh this year, kind of a cause for celebration.
Definitely. So, how have fans, club members, and the wider community responded to the tartans?
I think that last year was the first year with the Lime Rock tartan, and I believe you sold out of everything you had at the Scotland shop that was in that tartan.
We did.
And I just got my new hat, and I'm very happy with it, and I like it because it goes with everything.
Absolutely. It's a very versatile sort of color scheme.
And I think the more fans see of it, the fact that you sold out, and the more fans see of it, the more they will be interested in picking up an item made with the tartan.
Absolutely. Do you have anything to add, Walter?
Sure. I think in both audiences, for the Highland Games and the Lime Rock folks that attend the events, and I think it's a compelling story. It's really neat. It's certainly unique. It is quite an honor to be the only racetrack that does have its own registered tartan. So people love the story. I think we can do better in making sure people understand that they can order items in it. So I think that they like it. It's unique. It's cool. It's a very neat story. But I'll be happy when all the cars that come here have tartan shift boots, or people have motoring caps and all that.
Absolutely. So what would you say has been the most rewarding moment of this journey for both of you?
I think working together for a common goal that reflects both of our heritage and our life in general has been really rewarding.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with Cathy, and I would maybe take it a step further, that kind of in this world that's very internet and smartphone and Ethernet driven, the collaborations, the personal relationships, the kind of the things that we do with the Highland Games, and having met the people at Scotland Shop. Those are the things that really have value. I think people will realize in the end that these personal, in-person human relationships are the most important thing, and that the tartans are a way of connecting people. I think the big thing isn't the amount of satisfaction we got from designing it and offering it. It's, I think, the ability to offer it to people and say it belongs to you.
Absolutely.
And so it's with that hope that it helps to sustain our club, both with the sports cars and with the membership at Lime Rock, in our races and then attendance into the Highland Games. So the hope there is that it continues for generations to connect people. It's a lot bigger than just us here. I think it encompasses future generations.
Absolutely. So, looking ahead, what do you hope the legacy of these tartans will be in years to come?
I think that to continue with future generations, recognizing that somebody took the time and thought to create something that had so much meaning to them at that time, and also will have meaning for future generations. And what they will recognize, oh, that's the Lime Rock Tartan. Oh, I've been to the track. I've seen some great racing, you know, or, oh, that's the Lotus Tartan, you know. Jim Clark drove a very nice race that year.
Yeah, I would say they should be inspirational. I think that they should cause people to think, I can do something like this, or I can give back to the community, or I can volunteer my time, or otherwise. So I think that they act as inspiration. Absolutely. And again, you don't have to be into cars, or you don't even have to be Scottish to be able to appreciate the story. But again, the hope is people look at it, it's compelling, it's neat, and they're proud. They like it, and it becomes inspirational.
Fantastic. So, Walter and Cathy, thank you for sharing your story and giving us a closer look at the history and meaning woven into these tartans. Your work highlights how tradition and innovation can come together in surprising and meaningful ways. We can't wait to see how the Lime Rock Park and Lotus Limited tartans continue to inspire both motorsport and Highland Games visitors for years to come.
Thank you very much, Gordon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thank you to everyone in Scotland as well that made this possible.
Thank you.